Hey friends, it's Sophie. Welcome to your practice. For today's practice, as always, if you have props, if you have blocks or a blanket at your house or wherever you are, then have it nearby because it can be helpful. But I will show the practice with no props so that those of you who don't have them can move through easily. All right, we're gonna get started in a seated position here. I'm gonna cross the legs. And we'll sit tall and rest the hands on the knees and lengthen your spine, lengthen the crown of your head toward the sky so that your neck is nice and long. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Feel your body relaxing on your exhale. Once more, in and out. Now continue to breathe in and out of your nose. You can gently blink the eyes open. And we'll start by taking seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, open your chest and pull the shoulders back. And exhale, round your spine. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to take these into circles. So as you inhale and come into cow pose, so arching your back, you keep breathing, you go over to the right, exhale, and then go back into cat, and then around over to the left. So it takes you into some circles here. Let's do one more full circle. So the next time you come forward, you pause and then go in the other direction. We're going to be moving through a nice, fun, and creative, as always, sequence today. Do one more circle all the way around. And when you go back to center, you just lengthen your spine all the way. Awesome. Come into tabletop here. Tuck your toes. And then walk your hands back so you're sitting on your toes, or you're sitting on your heels, your toes are tucked under. Either stay here or you can come all the way up if your toes are okay with it. And reach your arms up and grab onto your elbows, so make a frame around your head. Then take a side bend to the right. Couple breaths. Really reaching up with your arms. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, side bend, left. Good, inhale, reach your arms up as you come upright. Exhale, cactus. Again, inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Now don't go down into a W, just keep 2 90-degree angles and squeeze your elbows back. Once more, inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus, squeeze your shoulders back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the ground into tabletop. Beautifully done. Turn your hands around. And you can move forwards and backwards, or if it's enough to just have the hands turned around, you can do that. Make sure you're still focusing on lengthening your breath. And then we're going to come back to center and turn the hands back around and lift your hips for down dog. And pedal out those heels. Maybe let your head hang. And lift your heels high and lower them back down. Again, inhale, lift those heels. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. All right, walk your feet up to your hands so you're at the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll, grab onto your elbows, take your knees wider than your hips, bend your knees, rock side to side if that feels good to you, maybe a couple bounces. Decompressing the neck, the spine, warming up the hamstrings a little bit. Let's bring the hands back down to the ground. Bring your feet back to hip distance. Lift up halfway and lengthen your spine. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. On inhale, stand and reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Arms down by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up again. Exhale, fold forward. Feel the moment your hands touch the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back into a low lunge. Good. Nice strong back leg here. Take one inhale. And exhale, set your back knee down on the ground. Good. On your inhale, reach your arms up for Anjaneyasana. And exhale, settle here. At the same time, squeeze your hips in and up. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Lift your back knee and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your left foot back, other side. Inhale, strong leg here. Exhale, lower the back knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Take a couple more breaths here. Inhale again. Exhale, hands come to the ground. Lift your back knee and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand, reach the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Arms down by your sides. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Connect to your breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Good. Let's slowly lower to the ground. Let's take 5 seconds to go all the way to the earth for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck your toes. Come on, bring your hands into Sphinx pose, forearms into Sphinx pose. Press the hands down, draw the shoulders back. Press the feet down, lift the kneecaps. So in other words, engage your quads. Keep the palms down if you want and come into seal. If it does not feel good on the back, then don't do it. Stay on your forearms. Let's all lower back down onto the forearms. Let's tuck the toes and come up into a forearm plank. Nice strong plank here. Breathe. Then slowly rise up onto your hands for a high plank. Inhale. And exhale, chaturanga, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Lift your right leg up. Inhale. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Exhale. On your next inhale, straighten out the right leg. Square your hips a lot. Nice square hips. Feels good. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot outside of your right hand. Now bring your left foot over to the left a little bit and set the heel down so it's like you're in warrior one legs. But then walk your hands to the front left corner of your mat for a warrior lunge. So you're pressing into the outer edge of your little back foot. Your arms are framing your head. You're bending into your right knee. Legs are strong. Loosen the toes so you're not gripping. Now bring the hands back under your shoulders. Walk your hands all the way to the back of the mat into Skandasana. So you're bending your left knee. Your right leg is straight. Maybe the toes point up. Hands to your heart. Doesn't matter if your left heel is lifted or if it's down, whatever feels good to you. From here, warrior two. So bend your right knee and come straight into warrior two facing the front of the mat. Flip your right palm. Reverse warrior, reach back with those fingertips. Inhale, exhale, cartwheel your hands down to low lunge and pause here in low lunge. Then straighten out your right leg for a modified pyramid. For today, let's lift the bottom of the foot up. Keep the heel down, breathe. Pin the right hip back, flex the toes. Really getting into the back of the right leg, the calf especially. And then rebend into low lunge, plant down through your left hand, and reach your right hand up to the sky. Now, take your right arm, back behind you. We're taking circles, but you're taking them back first, like back strokes in a pool. So keep going. And take one more circle. When your arm is all the way up, go slow with it. You pause there. Strong through the legs. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Step back into one-legged plank. Okay. Chaturanga, you can keep your left leg lifted if you want. Upward facing dog, inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and breath out. I'm sorry if you can hear some construction noises outside. Lift your left leg up, bend your knee, open your hip. You might not be able to hear it, and in that case, that's good. Re-straighten your left leg, square your hips. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot outside of your left hand. Bring your right heel to the earth and walk your hands to the front right corner of your mat. Your arms are framing your head, creating this beautiful shape of the body. Pin the left hip back and feel your right quads engaging your thigh muscles on your right leg. Okay, let's bring the hands back under the shoulders and then walk them over to the back of the mat as you come into Skandasana, hands to your heart. The left toes flexed, shoulders back. Walk your hands now, come into warrior two. So we're gonna lift and warrior two, whoosh, just like that. Flip your left palm, reverse warrior. Reach it back. Inhale. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the ground into low lunge. Straighten your left leg and come up onto your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Stay here on your exhale and then lift the bottom of the left foot. Your back heel is lifted for this one. Press down into your fingertips. Blocks can come in handy here if you have them. Let's take one more full breath here. Pin the left hip back. And bend into your left knee. Plant your right hand and lift your left arm up. Now take your left arm back behind you and around and up. So you're taking a couple big slow circles to open up those shoulders. And then the next time your arm goes up to the sky, you're going to keep it there. Inhale. And on exhale, bring your hands down. Step back into one-legged plank or regular plank. Chaturanga. Up dog with both feet on the ground. And downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot outside of your right hand, lizard. Good. From there, you're going to set your back knee down on the ground. Let your right knee open up to the right like a door opening. Untuck your back toes and lift your right arm up. You're twisting to the right. Take your left shoulder away from your ear by bringing it down and back. Option to bend the back knee and grab onto the foot. Not available for everyone, and that's fine. If that's not happening for you today, just keep the foot down, keep the arm lifted. For 3, 2, and 1. Put your hands down to the ground. Tuck your toes and lift your back knee. Now you're going to walk your hands over to the left side and straighten your legs. All right, so I'm just going to turn around here, but you walk your hands to the left, you straighten your legs, you want to line up your heels for Prasarita Padottanasana, a wide-legged fold. Inhale and exhale, fold. You can walk your hands back behind you or any other variation that feels good to you in this moment. All right, bring your hands back underneath your shoulders and lift up halfway. Now walk your hands to the front of the mat, back into low lunge with your right leg forward. From there, you'll set your back knee down and straighten out your right leg for half splits. Slide the heel forward a bit once you get there. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, hinge and fold. If you need more, you can walk your fingertips further forward. If you still want more, bring your fingertips over to the right side of your right leg. Good. Bring your hands back to frame your right foot. Now plant your left hand. Actually, bring both hands inside of your right foot. That'll make this a little easier. Plant down through your left hand. And we're going to swing the right leg back around into a modified side plank. So you're facing the right side of your mat. Your left foot will kickstand out to the left a little bit. If you need to readjust when you get there, that's completely fine. Good. Now put your right fingertips behind your head and take your right leg toward the right side of the mat. So you should be able to see it with your eyes, your toes with your eyes. And then take your leg straight back. And again, bring your leg forward. Feel those glutes activating. And then bring it back. And again, bring it forward. And bring it back. Hold here. Now come into a one-legged tabletop. So put both hands down, keep your right leg lifted. It should take you right there. Bend your knee and open your knee out to the right. Bring your knee up toward your belly, like closer to your belly, so you're in fire hydrant position. Bring your right knee down toward your left knee and then lift it back up. So really targeting glute med. Lower the knee, lift it up. Once more, lower, and lift that leg up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Set both knees down onto the ground. Come into child's pose briefly. Keep your head lifted. It's like a brief child's pose. And then we're going to flow through into up dog. So you're going to bring yourself through. Keep your elbows in by your ribs. And then untuck your toes and you're right into up dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in and breath out. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot outside of your left hand. Set your back knee down onto the ground and take your left arm up and twist to the left. Untuck your back toes. Either stay here or bend your back knee and grab onto your foot and pull the foot toward you. Breathe into those quads, into those hip flexors on the right leg. For 3, 2, 1, release the foot, put the hands down, lift your back knee and walk your hands over to the right side. Wide-legged forward fold again. Any variation that you want to take, maybe hands grab onto the outer edges of the ankles. Engage your glutes as they press to the sky. One more breath. And bring your hands back under your shoulders. Lift up halfway. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. So now you're back into a low lunge. Set your back knee down on the ground. Slide your left heel forward and come into half split. Straighten the leg. Lengthen and walk the hands forward. Maybe hands go over to the left side. Bring your hands back to frame your foot and bring your both hands inside of your foot now. Right hand plants down and swing your left leg around into a modified side plank. Your right toes kickstand out to the right. Now bring your fingertips behind your head and then take your left foot toward the left side of the mat now. Okay? And then bring it back. Bring the foot toward the left side of the mat. And bring it back. Once more. Go all the way there. And then bring it back. Hold. Okay, now we come into a one-legged tabletop. I kind of made that up, but that's the best way to describe it. Take your left knee out to the left, fire hydrant. Keep both arms straight. Don't let that right elbow bend. Lower the left knee down towards the right knee and lift the left leg up. Flex your foot. Again, lower and lift it up. Lower. Last one. Lift and we hold for 3, 2, 1. Set the knee down. We come into child's pose briefly and then we shift forward all the way into upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. If that didn't make that much sense, that little child's pose up dog thing, that's okay. A little confusing at first. Take a breath in through your nose and out of your mouth. Look forward, step or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair, sweep your arms up. Exhale, pause here, breathe. Lift your left heel. Lift the whole left foot. And then take your arms behind you as you go into warrior three with airplane arms. Drop that left hip a little bit. And step back as gently as you can into high lunge. Left toes just touch the ground. You reach your arms up to the sky. Good. Take an inhale. And on exhale, take your right arm back behind you as you twist. Breathe here. Bend deeper into your right knee. Your left knee's soft, not too straight. Inhale. On exhale, straighten your right leg and put your left fingertips on the ground so you're in a revolved pyramid pose or revolved triangle, but your back heel is lifted, so it's just a modified variation. And inhale here. And then on exhale, we're going to put both hands down to the ground. Good, come into low lunge. Rise back up to high lunge. Inhale. And exhale, open up to warrior two. Reach both arms up. Interlace your hands. Flip your palms up. And take a side bend into reverse warrior. Good, inhale. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Into low lunge. Plant down through your left hand again, reach your right arm up, and we're coming into a one-legged side plank, so can you keep your right leg lifted? And then place the right toes behind you for a wild thing. Reach the right arm over your ear. Good, bring it around to a one-legged plank. Right leg stays lifted. Lift your left arm forward. And then come into three-legged dog, but keep your left hand lifted. And see if you can take your left arm right alongside the left side of your body. For 3, 2, 1. Come into downward facing dog. That's hard. Shift into plank, inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, hold. Come back up to plank, inhale. And downward facing dog. Look forward, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, sweep those arms up. Exhale, pause. Lift your right heel. Lift the whole right foot. Airplane, warrior three. Gently step back to high lunge. Reach your arms up, inhale. Stay here, exhale. Left arm back, right arm forward, twist. Try to push your back heel forward just a little bit. Good, inhale. Exhale, straighten your left leg and put your right fingertips to the ground. So it's a modified revolved triangle. Left arm is reaching, back leg is straight, front leg is straight. Use a block if you have one, if you want to. Inhale. Exhale, put both hands down, come into low lunge. Inhale, rise up to high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Reach both arms up. Interlace your hands, flip your palms up. And reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the ground. Plant down through your right hand, lift your left arm up. Come into a one-legged side plank. Keep your left leg lifted for a sec. And then put the toes behind you for a wild thing. Lift your hips, take your left arm over your ear. Come into a one-legged plank. Keep your left leg lifted. Come up onto your right fingertips. And then reach your right arm forward. Awkward plank into awkward down dog. Lift your left leg up. And take your right arm by your side. For 3, 2, lift your leg. 1, come into down dog. Shift forward into plank. Lower all the way to the earth. Take your arms straight out in front of you and lift up for locust pose, Shambhasana. Now keep your legs lifted. Place your hands right underneath your elbows and go right into up dog. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Breath in. And breath out. Look forward. Step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand. Reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Woo! I'm out of breath. This is good. Arms by your sides. You can feel your body buzzing when we do this kind of work, when we move, when we challenge ourselves. All right, so now bring your hands to your heart. Lift your left leg into one-legged mountain. Stable. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh into figure 4. Good. Couple more breaths. Here in figure 4, sit low. Butt goes back, right? Tilt your pelvis forward. Shoulders back. And then lift your left leg back up, one-legged mountain. And slowly step back into high lunge, really taking your time on this, like you're moving in slow motion. Keep your hands at your heart once you get to high lunge. Inhale. And exhale, twist to your right. So hook your left elbow over your knee, palms together. Rotate around your spine. One more breath here. And come to high lunge. Now we reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. And reach forward, come into half moon. Lift your left leg up. Block can come in handy, or your fingertips are on the ground. Left foot is flexed. Make sure your leg isn't going back behind you. If anything, it goes slightly forward. Option to bend your back knee and grab onto your foot for Ardha Chandra Chapasana variation. Release the leg if you have it. Step back into warrior 2. Flip your right palm. Reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down into low lunge, and then come into standing split. Lift your left leg up. I know that right leg is tired, but stick with it. Breathe into it. Pyramid pose. Step your back foot on the ground, the heel down, toes slightly turned out. Little space between the feet so you're not on a tightrope. Hands to your hips. Stable through your legs as you stand all the way up. Take your arms out wide. Right arm underneath the left arm for eagle arms. Good. Come into warrior 3 with eagle arms. From there, step into high lunge with eagle arms. Keep your eagle arms. Can you gently set your back knee down to the ground? If you can't, that's okay. Do it a different way. Unwind your arms. We're all going to land here in Anjaneyasana with the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. And we'll go into half splits again. So option to stay here. If you want to start to go into a full split, you can. But I want you to be really careful. I want you to keep your right knee slightly bent always. You're not locking out your front leg. And then you start to slide your back leg back or your right leg forward, whichever feels easiest. Maybe blocks under your hands for sure here. And go as far as it's comfortable for you. I have a slight injury on this leg from many years ago. And I listen to my body, I know my limits. Close your eyes if you want. 2 more breaths. Let's make our way back to down dog. Swing that leg around. And you come into down dog. Good. Shift into plank. Lower onto your forearms for a forearm plank. Hold here. And then rise back up onto your hands for a high plank. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Breath in. Breath out. We got to get to the front of the mat again. So however you want to get there, make your way there. And once you get there, take a half lift at the front of your mat and then a fold forward. Inhale, stand and reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Keep your hands here. Lift your right leg up. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Figure 4. Sit low. Shoulders back. Should feel pretty good. Stretch out the hips. If you're a little wobbly, that's cool. That's fine. And we're going to stand back up, take the right leg with you, and very slowly come into high lunge, but keep your hands at your heart into prayer position. Really slow. We step to high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Hook your elbow, palms together. Good. Come back to center. Reach your arms up, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Half moon. Put your left fingertips down. Lift your right leg up. Flex your foot. Ardha Chandrasana. And then if you want to take the chapasana variation, bend your knee, grab onto your foot. If you're not, keep your right leg straight, foot flexed. Make sure that leg isn't going back behind you. Make sure it's going forward a bit. Good, let's come back into half moon and step back into warrior two. Flip left palm, reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, hands down to the ground into low lunge. Standing split, lift that right leg up. Pyramid pose, put your right heel down. Bring your hands to your hips. Stand back up. So we're just passing through pyramid. Take your arms wide. Take the left arm under the right. Eagle arms. From here, go into warrior three with eagle arms. Left arm under right. Even out those hips. Step back into high lunge with eagle arms. If you can, lower the back knee until you touch the ground. It touches the ground. Unwind your arms and reach them up. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. And again, we're going into Hanumanasana. Monkey pose, full splits. So you either can stay here in a half split or full split. It might just be a little bit more for you. It might not be that much more, and that's cool. Again, you don't want to push it with your front leg. You want to keep a micro bend. I would also recommend keeping your back toes tucked. That'll force you to square the hips, which is better, more ideal. Shoulders back and down. The hips are never going to be perfectly squared, but what I mean by that is you're trying to angle them forward and not opening to the right. 2 more breaths. Let's make our way back to down dog. Just swing your leg around however that feels good to you. And we lift those hips. Legs feel good now, nice and open. All right, we're gonna take the hands wide, come through to a seat. So you can just kind of gently hop forward and come all the way into a seat and take your legs straight out in front of you and sit tall, slight bend of the knees. Reach forward and grab on to the outer edges of your feet. Lengthen your spine and fold. Paschimottanasana. Go inwards. Couple more breaths. And then slowly make your way up and lay all the way down onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side a little bit. Just notice how your energy feels right now. Bring your feet flat to the ground, feet wide though, as wide as the mat, knees bent. And let your knees knock over to the right side. And then put your right foot on top of your left knee. Take your arms overhead and grab onto your elbows. Soften the muscles in the front of your neck. And relax into the front body. Trust in your body. Trust in this journey. everything you've done until now was the right thing. And take your foot off of your knee, let your knees go up and over to the left. Put your left foot on top of your right knee. Trust that your yoga practice is exactly where it needs to be. There's no need to be like anyone else or look like anyone else. And then take your foot off of your knee. Bring your knees up. Feet together, knees wide. And place your one hand on your heart, the other on your belly. And gently bring your knees back up and take happy baby. Grab onto the outer edges of the feet. Of course, if there's anything else you want to add into your practice right now, you're more than welcome to. If you feel satisfied in your body and in your mind, let's come into Savasana for a little bit. Let your whole body relax. If you really pay attention, you can feel a buzzing or a vibration running through the body, fingertips and toe tips, along the length of the spine. Billions of cells invigorated in this moment. And allow yourself to rest in stillness until I guide you back. Let's begin to bring awareness and movement back into the body. Let's stretch the arms overhead and then bring the knees into the chest and make our way up to a seat. No rush, no rush. And sit tall. Let's bring the palms together at our heart centers. And we bow together in gratitude to yourself for showing up today, for making it through the practice and committing and dedicating your time. Thank you so much. Let's bow together. If you enjoy the practice, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe already and hit that bell icon so that you can get notified when there are new videos. I try my best to upload as many videos as possible weekly so that you can have fun flows to do all the time, and also workout classes as well. I've got HIIT classes and they're super fun, and just some functional strength and cardio, things like that. So check them out. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.